Hey, good morning everybody. It's Dave here. Welcome to Holiday for Two. I hope you're having a good day. And of course, as always, I hope you have a good week ahead. Today I'm going to be talking about generators. I'm going to share 3 things that everybody needs to know if they have a generator in their RV like we do. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm going to share with you some of the things that I'm doing right now and things that people who have generators in their RVs need to know. 2 things they need to do regularly and 1 thing they need to be aware of if you have an RV generator built into your RV, whether it's a trailer, camper, van, motorhome, or whatnot. Let's get to it. RV generators, 3 things you need to know if you have an RV generator built in. Here we go. I'm going to make this quick. I'm going to share 3 things that you need to know if you have a built-in generator in your RV. Now, we have a Class C, a motorhome that we bought around 2018. It had a built-in generator in the motorhome. A lot of you that have motorhomes or fifth wheels or vans, you probably have a built-in generator, and probably most likely you have an Onan generator or a Cummins generator. We have a 4,000 Onan generator that's built into our RV. And so first thing you need to know if you have just bought this and you're planning to go out and do some exciting trips and stuff, number 1, every RV owner needs to do 1 thing first, and that is to run their generator once a month at least. Exercise their generator. That's what I'm doing right now. I came out here and started it up, and I turned on the air conditioning. It's 100 degrees outside, so I'm going to enjoy the AC inside for a little bit while I'm exercising my generator. You only need to do this about once a month and maybe for about an hour just to exercise it. If you don't exercise your generator regularly, there's a couple other things you can do that kind of achieve the same purpose. If you have the ability to drain the fuel off and let the generator run out of fuel, and then shut it down that way, that's okay too, because you don't want to leave fuel in the carburetor for a long period of time, especially in the heat. That's really bad for it. It turns into like shellac and it just gets all gummed up in the carburetor of your generator. The other thing you can do is to add a little bit of what's called stable to your gas. And when you shut it down, that stable in your gas will help the carburetor in your generator keep from getting all gummed up. But you still should run it at least once a month to help clean it out that way. So that's the first thing. You want to make sure that you keep your generator running all the time. Run it at least once a month. That's called exercising it. And put it under a load. So like when we get in here and run the generator, I'll turn the air conditioning on and let it run under a load. Number 2, if you have a generator built into your RV or you have one that you carry with you, you want to make sure you do regular maintenance. That means change the oil, check the spark plugs, change the filters, oil filters if it needs one, air filters if it needs one, and all of those things to keep up on your regular maintenance on your generator. Follow the manual that you have. If it's a brand new generator in a brand new RV, you're going to probably have a break-in period where you're going to run it for maybe 20, 30 hours, check your manual, and then do an oil change on it, and then let it run a little bit longer the next time before you change the oil. But you do want to follow the manual for your generator on regular maintenance with the oils, the air filters, the fuel filters, whatever needs to be changed like that. So keep up on your regular maintenance. You'll thank me later because you don't want to let that generator get run down. And the third thing, I'm going to show you what this is. This is my this experience that I've had recently. Now, some of you who are experienced with generators, you know right away what this is. I'm just going to show it a couple times so you can see the back side and the front side. This is called an integrated circuit board. If you have a built-in generator, especially one of the newer ones that built in the last 15 years, the Onan Cummins generators, you probably have one of these in your generator. This is an integrated circuit board. Let's suppose this happens to you like it happened to me about a year ago. I went out to start my generator, pushed the button, I wasn't getting any prime, it wasn't priming up. I pushed the start button, nothing. It was completely dead. First thing I did was I went around and checked all the fuses and all the circuit breakers. It still wouldn't start. So I called a mechanic to come and look at it. He told me it was the circuit board. So I thought I would do the smart thing, right? Find out how much circuit boards cost. These little devils, if you get this brand new, they are expensive. But here's what I'm going to share with you. I tried to cut some corners. I went on Amazon, and some of you can go on eBay, and you can find these on eBay and Amazon for less than the new ones. I suggest you don't do that. That's what I did. I made the mistake of buying this one through Amazon. I thought it was new. It said Onan generator, circuit board for my model. It lasted for about 8 months after I replaced it. I thought I did a good thing. I thought I saved some money. Well, it cost about $400 that I spent to get one on Amazon. Well, it turns out it was probably a subpar part. So, guess what happened just about a month ago? We were camping. I went out to go start my generator and nothing. It did exactly the same thing that it did about a year ago. So I was pretty upset, to say the least. So I called my mechanic out, take a look at it, and he said, your circuit board that you just put in last year is bad. And I said, oh, well, I wonder if it's under warranty. So I checked, and of course, if you buy one of these through eBay or Amazon, there's no warranty. Don't expect a warranty. So here's my suggestion. If you have one of these go out, do what I did, go straight to Onan and let them replace it. That's what I did. It's going to be expensive, but it's the only way to get a warranty on the part and make sure you get a brand new part. They will warranty a new one for 1 year. That's all. Brand new part through Onan, 1 year warranty. These should last, well, the one that we had before lasted for 7 years before it went out. So I'm hoping that the new part that I just put in will at least last me more than 5 years. The cost was around, well, let's just say it cost a lot more than the last time, but it does have a warranty. Expect to spend about $1,200 to $1,300 to replace this circuit board. If you take it to Onan, you will get the warranty. They will check everything to make sure it's working right and make sure you get a brand new Onan circuit board, and it will come with a 1 year warranty. That's the best warranty that you can get on these. So that's just my little tidbit for you. I'm going to share that. I'm hoping, knock on wood, as they say, right? Knock on wood, that I get at least 6 years out of the new circuit board, maybe 7 if I'm really lucky. So if you have a brand new motorhome with a generator built in, and it's an Onan Cummins generator, just be aware that circuit boards do go out. Nobody knows what causes them to go out, whether it's the heat or just usage. Nobody really can tell me anything about that, but just be aware. Be prepared. Don't try to cut corners. You can if you're mechanically minded and you know how to get in there and replace these yourself, but you might end up replacing several of them before you get one that works. Just give you that heads up. So generators, aren't they fun? They're really nice to have when they're running, right? So I hope that those of you that have brand new motorhomes, just be aware of this, maintain it, exercise it once a month, make sure you do all the maintenance, and just be aware down the road that someday this little part may just go out on you, especially if it's one of the new ones. And these things are not cheap. Modern technology, isn't it great? Safe travels wherever you're going. I'm going to enjoy the cool air under my running my generator and my AC to cool off right now, because it's hot still. It's August and it's going to be 112 today. So safe travels. If you like this video, hit the like button, please. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the little bell over on the side. Have a great day, everybody. Catch you later. Bye. That's a good paperweight. Yeah, nice paved way.